Planning to travel from UK to Portugal by car for the first time? Want to know how to prepare yourself and the car? Want to know what to take with you, what to expect and how much it will cost you? I will answer all those questions and more, so let's go. Don't forget to pack yourself some flip-flops and shorts. First, let's prepare the car. The best will be to take it to the garage for the full service, so you know that everything is fine. If you don't want to do that, there are a few things that you can check yourself, like engine oil, coolant, AC if need refilling. You can take with you a small bottle of engine oil just in case, especially if your car is not used to a long trips. Make sure that your car have two triangles and high vis for everyone. For France, you will need as well also sense. That is to check if you drink alcohol by police. They will have their own one, but you'll need to pay way more for that, where in Halfords you can get it way cheaper. Make sure, especially in France, to drive according to the speed limits, as they are very strict on that. Regarding the insurance, the best will be if you will call them and ask if they cover you for Europe. I need to call my insurance provider and they had to add extra cover for Europe. You may have that as well from your bank, so it's worth to check. For me, it was something around £10 a month and it's valid up to 90 days. Make sure to print and have documents saying that the car belongs to you and that is insured with you all the time. We are packed, our car is sweet, so let's drive to Europe. We found 3 ways that you can get from UK to Europe: by ship, cruise and train. Cruise ships goes from Portsmouth to Bilbao and Santander in Spain. For both destinations they have only 2 days in a week that they sailing. To Bilbao is Thursday and Sunday, and to Santander are Mondays and Fridays. You're leaving at night around 9 p.m. and the sailing duration is around 24 hours. The good thing about that is that if you are not keen to drive much, you don't like it and have time, you will definitely save a lot of driving this way. From Bilbao and Santander is only around 8 hours driving to Portugal. You are getting your own room and food included in the price. But of course check before what is exactly included and what's not. The price of the cruise will vary depending from the date you want to travel. We were traveling during the summer season and the price of the ticket was around £550 one way. The next option is ferry from Dover to Calais in France. The crossing is about 1.5 hours and the price depends from the time and the date you choose. It can be as cheap as £68 and they have around 15 crossings a day, so plenty to choose from to suit your needs. Another option is Eurotunnel. It goes from Folkestone to Calais. For all those people who are like me and scared of water, that is the way to go. The crossing is around 35 minutes and the price depends from the day and the time, but you can get the ticket as cheap as £27. That is the option that we went with, and it might be the cheapest option from all of them. The only problem with the ferry and the train is that you need to drive through all France, but if you like to drive, then it's fine. We paid for our ticket £135 one way. Plus, from London to Folkestone we went through Dartford Crossing, and that is another £250 if you pay on time. Regarding the Eurotunnel, if you're traveling off season, you may arrive a bit earlier and they might let you in before your time. But if you're traveling during the holiday season, you might expect some delays. It happened to us, but I can't complain as the staff looked after us. It was hot weather in UK and the staff members were walking between the cars and giving free waters. You have toilet just before boarding the train if you stuck in the queue. Before traveling, make sure to check what are the required documents entering the country. On the boards, it might happen that you will be asked to go on site for them to check your car, but it never happened to us. Now let's talk about the journey. We use Google Maps as a GPS and we use motorways all the time. The quality of them were amazing and we had nice weather to drive. In France there are plenty of places that you can stop and rest. They can be either a petrol station or places in the forest. Both of them of course had some sort of facility like toilets or even places for the kids to play. At night I would definitely recommend you to stop only on the petrol stations because they have CCTVs, so you are more safe. They are spread around 1 hour of driving from each other. I'm talking it's plenty of them. In France, I found the petrol stations a bit weird. You need to either pay with a card or you need to go to the cashier, tell them how much you want to put, and then you need to go back and you can refill your car. In France, you need to pay for the motorways, and that is where most of the money will go. Of course, you can avoid all those paid roads, but the time and the money you will spend on the petrol might not be worth it. In France, for motorways, we paid €103 and we put once petrol, and that was €50. Spain, on the other hand, was complete opposite. We entered, and on all our journey we found maybe 2 or 3 petrol stations and places to rest. The good thing about Spain is that motorways are most free. We paid just €20 at the very beginning, and that was it. We as well put petrol for again €50, and that took us all the way home. So in Spain we spent €70. The total journey time for us was around 30 hours. You can do that definitely way quicker if you can avoid all the traffic, especially around big cities, and delays on the tunnel and bad weather. When we entered France, after just a bit of driving, we catch such a heavy rain that we need to slow down to like 50-60 kilometers an hour because we barely could see the front of the car. And it was quite few cars doing the same. We left London with a full tank and we drove Renault Clio 1.4 diesel with some stuff at the back. We was not cleaning ourselves in the car. We had few stops to rest and to eat, and as well to give some rest to the car. The time and the amount of petrol you use of course depend from the car you have, the style you drive in, and if you use AC or not. I can say that when we use air conditioning, our car drinks diesel like a crazy. So the total we spent was in UK was £137.50, in France was €153, in Spain was €70, so the total we spent was £137.50 and €233. The whole point is to enjoy the journey, and we definitely did. It was amazing. Drive safe, and I will see you in Portugal.